As regards the union, I wanted to give you a heads up on a man named Eltonton.
A heads up.
Yes, just that he might merit watching is all.
I'd love to get more details.
I have an appointment now, and I'd leave early tomorrow.
I'll come back as early as you like.
Said his name was Pash.
Pash. You met Colonel Pash?
Colonel Pash, could you please read from your memo dated June 29, 1943?
Subject met with and spent considerable time with one Gene Tatlock, communist, the record of whom is attached.
The subject being Dr. Oppenheimer.
He's the head of security for the project. Shouldn't I know him?
No, he should know you. I would never put you in a room with Pash.
Why not?
Take him out on a boat and interrogate him in the Russian manner.
I want to see him.
This guy.
The FBI pointed out that such information wouldn't be admissible in court. Pash made it clear he had no intention of leaving any witness left to prosecute.
Oh
Now,
my
the
god.
FBI talked him down, but that's the man you're dancing with.
Together, you've heard there
This
are-
guy's brutal.
Do they use Opie or I don't know?
The Soviet Council indicated through intermediate people to people on this project that he was in a position to trying to put it in the context of Russia's not Germany.
Boris Pash is the son of a Russian Orthodox bishop, born here. But in 1918, he went back to Russia to fight the Bolsheviks. This is a man who has killed communists with his own hands.
Not the judge of who should or should not have information.
This guy is really brutal.
Attempting to give them Eltonton without opening a can of worms. I told them a cock and bull story.
Did you lie to General Groves, too?
No. I admitted to him that I'd lied to Pash.
Do you recall his conversation about the Chevalier incident?
I've seen so many versions of it.
Is that someone a member of the project?
A member of the faculty, yes, but not in the project, no.
If you gave me the name.
If you order me to, I'll do it.
That's a mistake, Robert. You need to volunteer this name.
When did you receive the name?
I was gone by the time Oppenheimer finally offered it up.
Gone.
They felt my time would be better spent in Europe determining the status of the Nazi bomb project.
Who did?
General Groves. He transferred me to London.
Oh, what?
But
Too
it's
early for a Christmas party.
Something's up.
Sustained fission reactions in uranium.
That sounds more like a reactor than a bomb.
uh-huh.
Did he mention gaseous diffusion?
He seemed more focused on heavy water.
As a moderator.
Yes, instead of graphite. Power you're about to reveal will forever outlive the Nazis.
This actor is from Harry Potter, I think.
Prepared.
You could lift the stone.
I'm trying to remember which was his role,
We have to make the politicians understand.
but I'm sure he is from Harry Potter.
What I can, but you.
He is a professor.
He's so true.
He's a
Prometheus.
professor.
The American
Man who gave
Prometheus.
them the power to destroy
That's how
themselves,
the book
and
called, I
they'll
think.
respect that in your work.
This is so important, but I don't think that Opie can understand it. Like
Right now,
he's,
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's thinking that he's good. I don't know. They're gonna throw the bomb and
San Francisco.
realize. Then I'm a little bit confused. Which year is this?
Oh,
Probably like 30.
I forgot. I forgot which was the year. No?
I'm gonna say.
Oh, he figured out about Jane.
Father called. I found her yesterday in the bath. She's taking pills. Left a note, not signed. She took barbiturates, but there was chloral hydrate in her blood.
This is disgusting to take her life like this.
We were together. She said she needed me.
You don't get to commit the sin, and then have us all feel sorry for you that it had consequences.
What? 1945.
But bomb. Yeah.
This is when,
yeah,
when the bomb.
I know. Yeah, this is the World War. But, yeah, they're gonna use it against the Nazis and the.
The British can do it. Fuchs.
Absolutely.
It's your job, Teller. I'm engaged in the research.
On a hydrogen bomb we're not even building.
I won't work for that man.
Let
let him go.
He's a prima donna.
I agree. He should leave Los Alamos.
Okay. And no one is leaving Los Alamos.
They won't let me leave.
No, I won't let you leave. Forget Hans. Forget fission.
You're a politician now, Robert. You've left physics behind many, many years ago.
Oh,
Once a week. 1 hour, you and me.
After the war, you tried to deny it was viable.
No. I pointed out technical difficulties with it.
Didn't you try to kill it at the AEC meeting after the Russian bomb test?
No.
But that was the recommendation of the AEC, was it not?
After hours of discussion about the best response.
It's a weapon of mass genocide.
Izzy, draw some circles on this side of the map where they would target us, starting with New York. That's DC.
It's a weapon of attack with no defensive value.
Deterrence.
Deterrence.
Do we really?
As I said, Teller's designs are still as impractical as they were during the war.
An hydrogen bomb can be made to work, Oppie. You know that.
I don't believe we should commit simply by limiting the spread of atomic weapons through international control on nuclear energy.
By which you mean world government.
The United Nations has...
Based on information gathered from a spy at Los Alamos.
No spy at Los Alamos.
Gentlemen,
There wasn't?
let's not get sidetracked.
William Borden, Joint Committee on Atomic Energy.
Oh, yes.
During the war, I was a pilot. One night, a V-2 rocket headed England. I can't help but imagine what it will be for such an enemy rocket to carry an atomic...
Poppy, I don't think you want to go up against straws.
If we both speak, they listen to me.
Did you accuse Oppenheimer of sabotaging the development of the super?
I was never one of those to bandy around terms like sabotage.
Is it your intention to suggest that Dr. Oppenheimer is disloyal to the United States?
I've always assumed, and still assume, that he's loyal to the United States. I believe this, and I shall believe it until I see very concrete.
Hitler's dead. It's true. But the Japanese fight hard.
Oh wow.
oh,
Head down.
Is a test this?
boom.
A little test.
A little, let's see. Okay, it's little.
I need my brother. Right in my heart. Three-person God. Trinity.
Trinity.
The wave.
A little
I hope
bit
you learned
bigger.
something. We learned we're gonna need to be a lot farther away. Well, figure it out, fast.
We leave for Washington in the morning. We're gonna give him a date.
Leo?
If we don't act now, they're going to use this thing against Japan. We booked a meeting with Truman, but somebody killed it. You're meeting the Secretary of War. Germany's defeated. Japan's not going to hold out alone.
How could you know that? You got us into this. You and Einstein with your letter to Roosevelt saying we could build a bomb.
I guess you can convince anyone of anything.
Great salesman of science.
A pillar of fire, 10,000 feet tall. Deadly neutron effects for a mile in all directions from one single device. Dropped from a barely noticed B-29, the atomic bomb will be a terrible revelation of divine power.
Many lives will be lost, American and Japanese. The use of the atomic bomb in Japanese cities will save lives.
If we retain
He's
moral
so right.
advantage.
If a Russian bomb is inevitable, perhaps we should invite their top scientist to Trinity.
President Truman has no intention of raising expectations.
Can you give us a working bomb by then?
Absolutely. We will test fire before the conference.
So I'll be here at South Observation Point with Frank and Kistiakowski. Observation or far observation.
They need to be so sure.
This could.
I was trying to say this.
This could destroy them, and this like it's super risky test also.
Yep. And when you start it, you don't know, like. Oh. Oh.
It's happening, isn't it?
But how the others won't understand about this place? They will hear the bomb definitely, miles away.
No, the implosion lenses will work. If we fire these detonators and they don't trigger a reaction, 2 years worth of plutonium will be scattered across White Sands.
A month of my salary against $10. Says it likes.
Jesus.
They're betting.
Let's get to SOC observation. Pull them out. We can make our determination there.
Sign your forecast. If you're wrong, I'll hang you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
3 years, 4,000 people, $2 billion.
Wow.
If it doesn't go off. Are we saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy the world?
Nothing in our research over 3 years supports that conclusion, except it's the most remote possibility.
How remote?
Chances are.
Humans are the most dangerous creatures.
We'll know if we're going to destroy the world.
Let's see. Like this is the most important thing ever happened.
It's important for them.
How can you make a choice like for the whole world?
Oh, it's so intense.
The glass stops the UV.
No, I didn't say. But the same. But the moment they made it so intense. Oh, I got goosebumps. So creepy. Oh, they can't.
What a disaster.
Wow, this is okay. But they did it. They succeeded the test. How they did it? It's so real.
And now I am become death.
Eh.
I finally.
Oh god. Oh, I understand their success, but I think that
They was working on it a
they
lot of
missed the
time.
purpose.
I don't think Oppenheimer understands yet what will happen, how he will feeling after.
In
he's
theory,
just hired to do this for his country. So, and he's proud of
his work, like.
his work, and that his theories are.
We'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was just your job. Then after,
And
you
this is the
don't
part
know
of
where
this.
it's going, when it's going, what will happen.
Referred to a powerful new weapon. Stalin hoped we'd use it.
Would the Japanese surrender if they knew what was coming?
I don't know. The fact that we built this bomb does not give us any more right or responsibility to decide how it's used than anyone else.
But we're the only people who know about it until somebody builds a bigger one.
It happened.
An American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed its usefulness to the enemy. It is an atomic bomb. Of the universe.
Yeah, this is the noise of the steps.
Yeah. How they mix it in the movie?
The world will remember this day. It's too soon to determine what the results of the bombing are. But I'll bet the Japanese didn't like it.
He's feeling guilty. I bet that. I bet that he's feeling bad about it. But covering. How they did it. Wow. I'm impressed. Like,
you can see them like they're, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. How they're burning.
Dr. Oppenheimer, it's an honor.
Mr. President.
Please.
Thank you. Secretary Burns.
Your invention let us bring our boys home.
Well, it was hardly my invention.
It was. You on the cover of Time.
If what you say about the Soviets is true, we have to build up Los Alamos, not shut it down.
Mr. President.
He just wants to quit and hide.
I feel that I have blood on my hands.
He doesn't understand it. He cannot. Oh no! He's like a prisoner.
How disgusting you are.
You think anyone in Hiroshima or Nagasaki gives a shit who built the bomb?
All along with McCarthy on the rise, he knew he was vulnerable. His brother was blacklisted by
I knew it.
There is something about it. This guy,
None of that stopped Robert from pushing the GAC to recommend arms control instead of the HBOB. Rejected their recommendation.
This is like a theater. How they...
I'm just glad he didn't.
Klaus Fuchs.
Oh dear, you haven't heard. Klaus Fuchs, the British scientist that you put onto the implosion team at Los Alamos. Turns out he was spying for the Soviets the whole time. I'm sorry.
He was a war hero. He'd already told everyone about his past.
Borden dredged it all up.
How could Borden get access to Oppenheimer's FBI file? Could it have been Nichols?
No, I can't imagine he'd do that.
This was taken 31 days.
Oh no. Should we need to see this?
Everyone in the street,
Japanese spoke of people who wore striped clothing upon whom the skin was burned in stripes.
There were many who thought themselves lucky, who climbed.
I think you knew him. Patrick Blackett. They may not be wrong. Stimson is now telling me we bombed an enemy that was essentially defeated.
Robert, you have all the influence now.
J. Robert Oppenheimer. Straws fought and the U.S. won.
But how would you know what Time magazine is going to
Because he's lying.
Friend.
He wants.
He was a guy.
Borden, when we all know that it's Strauss.
Just brought you to Princeton, Kitty.
And then you humiliated him.
Always listen to the girl. Because he was...
Why won't you fight him?
For the second time. And that's why she said it.
Guys, it was you. You gave the file to Borden. You set him on Oppenheimer. You convinced him.
Borden? Trial. No trial. You can't give Oppenheimer a platform. You can't martyr him. A simple bureaucratic procedure is Q clearance. It's up for renewal. You send your accusations to the FBI.
He set up everything.
Hoover sends them to the AEC. You're forced to act. You write up an indictment. Tell
People
Oppenheimer
are
his
so
security clearance must not be
stupid.
renewed.
How
He's tricking everyone just for what?
When he appeals, and trust me, he will. Take my car and driver, I insist.
I'll have to consult my lawyers, Louis.
Of course. But don't take too long. I can't keep Nichols at bay. I think it's wrong.
Oh, you think it's wrong? Oh my God.
You'll lose your job. You will lose your reputation. We'll lose our house. Robert, we have to fight.
This won't be a fair fight.
During your interview with Boris Pash in 1943, did you refer to microfilm?
No.
Can we hear this recording?
You don't have the clearance, Mr. Garrison.
You're reading it into the record.
Please. Is this proceeding interested in entrapment or in truth? If it's truth, where's the disclosure? Where's the witness list?
Mr. Garrison. Your friend, Hakon Chevalier, the communist. Is he still your friend?
Yes.
No.
Frost told him that you and Ruth Tolman have been having an affair for years. The whole time you lived with them in Pasadena. Dr. Oppenheimer is a man of upstanding character. And he is loyal to the United States, to his friend.
What was that?
What would you say whether or not he should be cleared?
Why go through all this against a man who has accomplished what Dr. Oppenheimer has? Look at his record.
So we'll proceed with William Borden instead.
How they set up all of this thing. This is so...
Mr. Borden.
Mr. Chairman, this is the first I've seen of this letter. And I see statements here, at least one, of a kind that I don't think anyone would like to see go into the record. These are accusations that have not previously been made, that are not part of the
They're
indictment from
making-
Nichols. Accusations of a kind that I don't think belong. How long has counsel been in possession of this letter?
I don't think I should be subject to cross-examination by you, Mr. Garrison.
Mr. Garrison, given that we on the board have all read the
The
letter...
purpose of this letter is to state my opinion, based upon years of study of the available classified evidence, that more probably than not, J. Robert Oppenheimer was a sufficiently hardened communist
this should
that he
be
volunteered
so
information
unfair.
to the Soviets. 2, he has since acted under a Soviet directive.
And they will believe in some
They want to believe.
letter that it's not even existing. This is not a proof. Everybody can write this.
Yeah, they set him up.
David Hill.
Come on, tell everything.
Dr. Hill, would you care to make a statement?
No, he won't.
Thank you. I've been asked to testify about Louis Strauss. Completely.
Oh, yes! Yeah! I knew it!
referring to the
He has the
hostility
best
of
role.
certain scientists directed toward Mr. Strauss because of his commitment to security.
No. Because of the personal vindictiveness he demonstrated against Dr. Oppenheimer.
Dr. Hill, we've already heard that Mr. Strauss did not bring the charges or participate in the hearings against Dr.
Initiated and carried through large...
Ouch!
Oppenheimer made mincemeat out of Strauss's position on the shipments of isotopes to Norway, and Strauss never forgave him. Tribute to national security. Strauss turned the person...
When you are played,
I've always assumed, and still assume,
when you play
that his
dirty,
loyalty
you
to the
won't
United
want.
States.
Never ever.
I believe this, and I shall believe it until I see very conclusive proof to the opposite. I want to see the vital interests of this country in hands which I understand better,
Yeah.
and therefore trust more.
You need to stop playing the martyr.
Under the current AEC guidelines, would you clear Dr. Oppenheimer today?
Yes, of course.
I would not clear him today if I were on the commission.
But
Good.
after.
Thank you, General. That is all.
But I don't think I'd clear any of
Uh-huh.
those guys.
Okay.
Still.
Did you have a Communist Party membership card?
Oops.
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
It's just it was all so very long ago, Mr. Robb, wasn't it?
Not really.
Long enough to have
Did
forgotten.
you return the card or rip it up?
The card whose existence I've forgotten?
Your Communist Party membership card.
Haven't the slightest idea having anything to do with the Communist Party, because Robert never had anything to do with the Communist Party as such. I know he gave money to Spanish refugees. I know he took an intellectual interest.
Robert, you can't win this thing. It's a kangaroo court with a predetermined outcome.
Yet they want him to.
Because it's set up, of
To fall.
course.
Yep.
If this is the reward she offers you, then perhaps you should turn your back on her.
No.
Damn it, I happen to love this country.
Then tell them to go to hell.
Okay, good. Goosebumps! Oh, I can't wait to see the.
Not good he's telling everyone you initiated the hearings.
You can't prove a goddamn thing. You certainly can't prove that I gave the file to Borden.
We're not in court, sir. Do people need a reason to do the right thing?
As he sees it. I told you, Oppenheimer poisoned the scientists against me right from that first meeting. I don't know what Oppenheimer said to him that day, but Einstein wouldn't even meet my eye. Oppenheimer knows how.
What did moral qualms have to do with it?
Yes.
Oppenheimer wanted to own the atomic bomb. He wanted to be the man who moved the Earth. He talks about putting the nuclear genie back in the bottle.
Well, then you knew, did you not, that by dropping that atomic bomb on the target you selected, that thousands of civilians would be killed or injured. Is that correct?
How many were killed or injured?
70,000.
70,000, both Hiroshima and...
110,000 in both.
On the day of each bombing,
Would you have been opposed to the dropping of a thermonuclear weapon on Japan because of moral scruples?
Then you would have built the H-bomb
Yes.
too, wouldn't you? I didn't ask. Soviet atomic just said a super bomb should never be.
If we did it, they would have to do it. Our efforts would only fuel their efforts. Just
No moral scruples in 1945, plenty in 1949.
Gave him exactly what he wanted. To be remembered for Trinity. Not Hiroshima. Not Nagasaki. He should be thanking me.
We have voted 2-1 to deny the renewal of your security clearance. A full written opinion with a dissent from Mr. Evans will be issued to the AEC in the coming days. That is all.
Don't they get the sheets?
undenied. Yeah?
I'm afraid so.
And after that, can something change?
Who were the holdouts?
There were 3, led by the junior Kennedy, John F. Kennedy.
Oh.
Maybe they should just invite Oppenheimer instead.
This is your fault. Don't blame Oppenheimer. Like, what?
Einstein by the pond.
He did, but you know, sir, since nobody really knows what they said to each other that day, is it possible they didn't talk about you at all?
Yes, I'm sure they didn't
spoke
talk
about
at all.
something,
Yeah. You're not the center of the world.
We'll see now what they talk about.
Now it's your turn to deal with the consequences of your achievement.
Oh, so strong.
And one day, when they've punished you enough, they'll serve you salmon and potato salad.
What are they making out?
Like speeches. Just remember,
But everything will still
it won't be
inside
for
of his
you.
mind.
It won't be for you.
Yep.
It will be for them.
She won't shake his hand.
I love this.
How
one.
good they made him old and young before.
This is
This
the set.
was amazing.
We thought we might start a chain reaction that would destroy the entire world. I believe we did.
Oh.
That was such a
Is there
masterpiece.
something more? No.
Truly, I didn't expect this. It was amazing. The shots, the story, the cast, the effects.
This is
so impressive.
It's a huge movie. Yeah, from those movies that when you watch them, you need to watch a few more times.
Yep.
All the actors was great. Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr. Just it was like a huge movie with so many people. I love how they put the details in the beginning of the movie. They give a little shots
then-
from the end, and everything is like a puzzle getting together, and
they connected in the end.
Yeah.
Exactly in the end. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so
It
much.
was-
Yeah.
Wow movie.
Amazing movie. Amazing.
Yeah.
We love it. And they really make the story quite like they made it to be understandable and
Mhm.
realistic.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. We love you. See you in the
See ya.
next. Bye.